started to take it seriously when I started training here at Atlas. When you start training with the guys who are a bit bigger, they know a bit more, and you can really sort of feed off their motivation. I originally started working at David Lloyd as a lifeguard. Between my breaks and after my shifts, before my shifts, I used to just go around and use the machines. Definitely picked up the love for weightlifting there. I wanted to see if I could actually stick by something and be disciplined enough to keep the diet exactly the same every day. Same thing, every single meal at the same time. For a period of about 12 weeks was really tough. A lot of guys don't diet for 12 weeks. I did because I had a lot of weight to lose. To have that sort of discipline was something that I really wanted to test myself on. A usual day's contest prep for me was waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get there nice and early, do my cardio before work. Then I'd have my first meal, which is 9 eggs, 2 meals at work. After work, I'd then go straight to training, do more cardio after training, then I'd get back another meal, stay up a little bit extra to maybe about 12 o'clock, getting them last 2 meals in, straight to bed, and the exact same the next day. Yeah, the worst part is, the 112 eggs. Over the course of the diet, I think it worked out to be just under 1,000, but the results spoke for themselves and it's definitely worth it. Training's changed my social life in a huge way. I don't drink anymore. I never used to be a big drinker anyway. Rare that you can just sort of go out and be with your mates for longer than 3 hours without having to take one of your meals with you. I never used to really look into competing, but it was more really just to look as good as I could. More recently, the more serious I've taken it, I thought the amount of effort and time I'm putting into this, I need something to show for it. So I recently entered the Miami Pro World Championships in St Albans. I did the junior fitness model and I ended up winning my category, and then I run overall as well. So I got a couple of trophies and 2 medals. It's really good to actually have something to say, that was me, that's what shape I can get into now, and I want to do more of that and hopefully enter something towards the end of the year. And this exercise here I'm doing, so it's just a decline machine press here, and then basically building the bottom of the chest, which hopefully gets that chest nice and droop over, and it makes it look a lot more full. The real positives for me while dieting were the week on week changes you were seeing. The leaner you're getting, the more muscle you were seeing that you built up while you were bulking. I wouldn't be training legs like this for 2 weeks before a competition because they hold a lot of water when you do train them, and when I'm competing or if I'm in a photo shoot, I want to look as dry and lean as possible. First of all, I was really nervous actually. Never competed before. I was backstage with a lot of the other guys who were competing and everyone's clapping and shouting, getting everyone up for it. The minute before I stepped on stage, I was hit with a wave of confidence. Couldn't wait actually to get on. In terms of what it felt like to win, the feeling was unbelievable. I trained for that purpose to win, and I did. With my training, it all went to plan. And then when they called me out that I won, the smile on my face couldn't be any larger. I looked at my girlfriend, I looked at everyone in the crowd, and I was ecstatic. Got my trophy and then came out again, won overall as well. That just completely topped it off. I was not expecting that at all, and that feeling was amazing.